Hey, we're in the Great White North. Yeah, Smithfield, the farthest north school in the entire state of Utah is Skyview High School, and that's where we are tonight as they play host to Green Canyon. Green Canyon just down the road. If you didn't know, they split off from each other just a couple of years ago, so this has turned into quite the rivalry. Both teams are 3-2 in Region 11. Skyview with a couple of shocking losses this week and last Friday to Mountain Crest and Logan. Games that they were favored in pretty big, and they lost both of those games. So they're kind of on shaky ground a little bit, are the Bobcats. Still ranked in the top 5. Green Canyon not ranked in that top 5, but they're 9-8 on the season, 3-2, and they've won 3 out of their last 5. When the shots are falling, man, they can be a team that is really tough. Spencer Mon has been hitting threes like just a dynamo. We'll see if he can keep it up tonight, and if the Bobcats will get upset again. Stick around.
Goeiedag and hello. I am Rory Brosnan, your iFit guide, and we are in the beautiful, charming and wonderful country of the Netherlands, and this is the Holland Walking mini-series. We're going to have 5 walking tours together, in which we're going to delve into all things Dutch. We're going to walk on dikes and polders and see some windmills. We're going to traipse through a beautiful field of tulips, incredibly colourful and beautiful. We're going to explore the cobblestone streets of Monnikendam, a picture-perfect Golden Age town. And we're going to have 2 tours here in my home beloved city of Amsterdam. It's a beautiful way to explore the world and get your workout in from the comfort of your own home. All you have to do is sign up, jump on your machine, press play, and I'll take care of the rest. Hope to see you there.
Wendy's is saying thanks for making the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger America's #1 bacon cheeseburger by giving you more of what you love. Introducing Wendy's Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Double the beef, double the bacon, and now it comes in a giant meal for $5 with nuggets, fries, and a drink. There's absolutely nothing junior about it, except the price. Get Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger meal before it's gone.
Hey, I had a chance to talk with Coach Kurt Hilliard of the Skyview Bobcats a little bit earlier today, talk about his squad and a couple of kind of shocking losses against Logan and Mountain Crest. And, you know, he was pretty matter-of-fact about it. He's in his 12th year as a head coach, so he's been through the battles and he's seen a little bit of everything. He wasn't as concerned, I don't think, about those losses as you know, in the region anybody can beat anybody, but he feels like his team really left some opportunities on the floor, left some points on the floor, especially in that Mountain Crest game. They really missed Tanner Davis. He was their 6th man. He's great defensively. He's a pretty good scorer, and they've been really trying to fill that role. He's been out with a little bit of an injury, and his timetable, he's getting closer to coming back, and his timetable is still a little bit up in the air. Against Mountain Crest, he said, hey, they just hit shots, and we just couldn't recover in time, and kind of the same thing happened against Logan. They got down big early and then played them even and then won the 4th quarter, but they couldn't get out of that hole that they dug for themselves in the 1st quarter. He thinks Green Canyon, he says, boy, they're playing well, they're shooting it well, they really need to contain Smith and Anderson, but they worry a little bit about Mon as well because he's really been shooting the long ball well. We saw that last week in that game against Ridgeline, and he wants the defense to be long and active. He said defense leads to good offense, and good offense and good defense leads to W's. We'll see that here tonight, hopefully for the Bobcats, and Green Canyon trying to pull another upset.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Rich's Cars and Credit, good guys you can trust. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music, music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station, for over 30 years. Yeah, hello and welcome to the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Eric Olson along with you as we visit Skyview. The Bobcats hosting Green Canyon as the second half of Region 11 play comes around. Skyview is 11-5, 3-2 in Region 11. Green Canyon 9-8, 3-2 in Region play. Skyview's lost 2 in a row, 57-56 to Mountain Crest, and at Logan, 68-61 on Wednesday. Green Canyon's won 3 out of their last 5, averaging 60 points a game. They give up just under 60 points per game, so it's been a slight margin of error is all for Green Canyon. Skyview looking to get back on the winning track, and Green Canyon looking to stay on it. If you tuned in earlier looking for this game and wonder what the heck happened, you may have seen some bonus basketball, the third overtime of the JV game. When that game went into 3 overtimes, we decided to, since it was 20 after 7 already, to pop into it and watch that last overtime. Skyview ended up winning that one in 3 overtimes. They came from behind late in the regulation to send it to overtime, came from behind in the first overtime, gave up a lead in the second overtime, and then finally put it away there in that third overtime. 9 of 17 from the free throw line against Mountain Crest in a 1-point game. Howell had 23 points and 5 3-pointers. Those free throws, they missed the front end of a 1-and-1 that would have put them up 3 or maybe 4 and won that game. So that's something to watch for Skyview tonight. They're doing the national anthem, so we'll step aside for that. packed house appreciates the rendition of the national anthem. And I'm not kidding when I say packed house. There's a few seats straight across the way from us in the top right-hand corner. But they're going to fill in as you look around the track and everywhere in here. There's people standing at the rails. They cannot stand behind the baskets, and they won't let them stand in front of the rails in front of us here. So they're going to have to sit them all down as we get the starting lineups. Jared Anderson, the 6'2 sophomore for Green Canyon. Spencer Mon, 6'2 senior. Tanner Ty, the 6'3 senior. Brady Smith, the 6' senior. And Dallas Day, the 6'6 senior, getting the start for Green Canyon, coached by Logan Brown. And they're going to turn down the lights here and have a little fun with the Skyview starters. Pretty sharp hype video played for the Skyview student body. Braden Alder, the 6' senior, number 4. Number 5, 6'4" junior, Carter Davis. Number 33, the 6' junior, Hayden Howell, averaging 15 points a game. Davis averages 13. Logan Deal, number 40. Averages 16 and 8. He's got 8 double-doubles on the season. And Josh Meyer is going to be your other starter, number 11, Josh Myers, 6'3 senior, 4 points, 4 rebounds per game. Tanner Davis, they're kind of do everything sixth man. Plays with a lot more confidence than you'd think a sophomore would play with. Is out. He's had a lower leg problem. His timeline is fluid, coming back. He is coming back. But they've missed him, and they've missed what he brings. And they're looking for who's going to fill that void that he leaves. That's crazy. A sophomore leaves a void like that, but he really plays, he plays older than a sophomore. But Davis, Howell, and Deal are your scorers. Between those guys, they average about 45 points a game. Skyview wins the tap. And we're underway finally in Smithfield. Here's Howell. He's put on a little bit of weight. He was a skinny little freshman a couple of years ago. Been playing since he was a freshman. He's starting to fill out. 3 on the way. Good! By Alder. So Skyview firing away early. Here's Anderson drawing the foul. He tried to drive and go baseline against Howell, and Howell picks up the foul.
First team foul.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Carter Davis. Three 0 lead early. We're in the first 40 seconds of this ball game here. Skyview scored on their first possession with a straightaway 3. Now it's Green Canyon's turn. They've got some guys on both these teams that are some of the leaders in 4A. We'll talk about those as the game goes along. Number 40 right there, though, for Skyview. Logan Deal averaging nearly a double-double. He's had 8 of them on the season. 3 on the way for the tie, won't go, and Deal swoops in for the rebound. Dallas Day with a 3-point attempt. Davis, 3, rims out. Deal fights Day, and Day comes up with it. Off to Smith. Smith on the run. Smith to the rim. Throw it up there. He's going to the line. Felt the contact and then put the shot up, and he'll get 2. I believe they called that on Davis. Brady Smith sinks the first free throw. His dad, Craig Smith, says he misses a second. The coach of the Aggies for a couple years, and he ends up down at Utah right now, kind of struggling down there at Utah, trying to put that program back together. I'm sure he'll be able to do it as long as the folks down there in Salt Lake have a little bit of patience with him. Swoop in and score by Alder. It's Alder 5, Smith 1. 3 on the way by Mon. Got it. He's been shooting lights out. And he's one of the top 10 three-point shooters in 4A. A foul at the other end. It's 5-4 Skyview.
Foul is called on number 23, Smith, his first.
Smith picks up his first. That's the first foul on Green Canyon. And Davis uses the entire rim, and then it falls off the front. Davis misses them both. Again, that's been a little bit of an issue for Skyview. His problems at the free throw line, and it's bit him in a couple of close games. Day hands it off to Smith, turns to his left, one foot pop shot, won't go. Rebound out to Mon. Mon's already hit 1 3-pointer. Tried to go down in low and get it there, but shot's no good. Taken away and scored by Mon. Spencer Mon gives Green Canyon the 6-5 lead. Three on the way, won't go for Howell. He ends up on the deck, and he's asking where the foul was. And they call a foul on the rebound. Myers picks up his first, 13 foul on Skyview. I don't know if you saw Coach Brown come off the bench, not happy about the way his defender closed out on Howell, and he ended up underneath, and he's lucky he didn't get called for a foul as Smith hits the mid-range on the other end. Smith now with 3 points, and it's an 8-5 Green Canyon lead. Losing the ball out of bounds is Alder, but it's off of Green Canyon. Davis looking to trigger in. Howell off the curl. Won't go, but he's fouled as Mon bumps him.
Foul's called on Spencer Mon, his first. Second team foul. Hayden Howell at the line.
8-5 lead with 4:42 to play in the first quarter. Green Canyon on top. And Howell calmly sinks the free throw. Howell averaging 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists per game. 6-foot junior. Misses the second. Mon with the rebound. It's a 2-point Green Canyon lead. Elston in the ball game now for Green Canyon. It's him with the ball. Gives to Anderson. Anderson stops, pops, won't go, knocked out of bounds. Looks like it's going the other way. It is. Logan Deal was fighting for it and was poked away from him. And Skyview with a chance to tie or take the lead back. So they jumped out to the early lead. Deal waits for Elston to go by, and he misses the layup. Would have been a three-point try. Coach Brown calls Elston over, and you can see him in the background coaching him up.
Third team foul will get Deal the line, shooting 2.
Green Canyon gets a break because Deal misses the layup, but he gets 2 free throws. This is free throw 5 and 6 already for Skyview, and we haven't even played half of the first quarter. Deal averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds a game. Misses the second. It's a 6'5" junior with a big body. They really need him to be at his best. Turnover. Green Canyon turns it over. Skyview's going the other way. A little scoop shot by Davis won't go. Rebound by Elston. Looks ahead. He's got 2 players running ahead of the pack. He doesn't see either one of them. And Anderson with some contact. No foul called. Elston grabs the offensive rebound. Anderson tries it again, gives it off to Tanner Ty, and Ty picks up his dribble in the corner, so Mon comes to get him. Mon, fade away, won't go, rebound by Myers. 8-7, Green Canyon, 3:20 to play in the first quarter. We just started this game. The JV game went 3 overtimes, so we just got started in this one, in case you're joining us late. Down low, Davis, little hook to his right, goes in. Carter Davis, 13 points per game. He's got his first bucket of the night, and he gives Skyview the lead back at 9-8. Ty looks for Anderson, who cuts through. Ends up in the hands of Smith. Pull-up jumper. Rims around and out, rebounded by Deal. Give it off to Howell, and he'll walk it across the timeline. Howell steps into a long 3, short. Rebound fought for, grabbed by Skyview. Davis will try from 3, got it! 5 points for Davis, and it's a 4-point Bobcat lead, 12-8, with 2:10 to play in the first quarter. Oh, Anderson with a nice move to step through the double team. And he gets his first bucket of the ball game and cuts it to a 2-point Skyview lead, 12-10. Under 2 minutes to play in this opening quarter. Myers looking in, Deal wants it, and they don't give it to him. Deal still wants it. Now they have a nice little curl pass to him. Deal steps in and scores. He's got 3 as Davis left the dime for him. 14-10 Skyview, 1:25 to play in the first quarter. 3 fouls apiece on each team. Mon with 5 early points. A lot of contact and a charge. They're going to call it on Anderson. Yes, they do. Anderson gets the foul. Ty will sit. And Caden Stewart comes in for Green Canyon. Stewart's going to guard the ball. Down low, Deal loses it. He had good position. Works his way back from underneath the basket to where he can get a look, and he puts it up and in. He's got 5 points, and it's a 6-point Skyview lead. Anderson makes it a 3-point Skyview lead. Anderson with 5. 16-13 Bobcats. 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. Howell with the give to deal. Kick out to Davis. Davis working against the zone. Howell's got a look. Likes what he sees. Howell with 4. 19-13 Skyview. Back to a 6-point lead for the Bobcats. 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Green Canyon backing it out. Smith driving the bus, and we've got a foul, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Caden Stewart says, "What did I do?" And the official says, "Foul's on you, 5." Stewart with his first 15 foul with 6.2 on the first quarter clock. Mon and Day come back into the ball game for Stewart and Anderson.
Also taking it for the Bobcats, number 2, Jordan Young.
Merrill and Yonk in for Skyview. Davis hurries and gets off the court. Here's Howell. He's got time. 4 seconds. 3. He races at the buzzer. And it's just short. 19-13. Skyview will take a lead into the second quarter. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel. Yeah, we're coming up on February. You know what that means? It means it's all about love. Or in this case, the love seat. Why a love seat? Well, sometimes you have a smaller space, maybe a smaller family, maybe even a smaller budget. So a love seat makes a lot of sense. At Palmer's Home Furnishings, they've had high demand for couches during the holiday season. That left them overstocked on love seats. So they had no choice. They got to drop the price on their love seats. That's good news for you. You can go out and get yourself a good quality love seat at Palmer's Home Furnishings for a great price. Great furniture, great prices at Palmer's Home Furnishings. Hey, if you're watching this and you know it's been you had something to eat at 5 o'clock, but it's Friday night, you're going to want something later tonight. Even though you're not supposed to, you're going to want to. So you know who stays open late? The Factory Pizzeria. Fernando, we talked to him and he said, man, make sure you thank the people of Cache Valley for 35 years of support. The Factory is the place to be. Great place to go watch games, great atmosphere. We haven't even talked about the food yet, the pizza, the wings, the nachos. You can't go wrong with anything at the Factory Pizzeria. They're open late after the game. Order it up, go pick it up, or just go on in and have a pizza at the Factory Pizzeria. Second quarter ready to get underway, 19-13. Skyview finished strong after they got down by a couple of buckets. Smith misses, rebounded by Elston. Day, 3 on the way, rims out. Rebound ripped down by Alder. For Green Canyon, well, for any basketball team, it's about hitting shots, right? It's make or miss game. Green Canyon, they don't have a ton of size, and when they're hitting from the outside, man, they're tough. But when they go cold, they have a hard time pounding it down inside as Skyview gets on the board. Now an 8-point lead at 21-13. Mon bumped by Howell. And here's a foul out front on Skyview.
Foul is called on Skyview's number 24, Tatum Merrill, his first.
Tatum Merrill picks up his first. Rigby and Merrill are both in for Skyview.
Checking in, Kenny Terrell.
Terrell, number 14, in the ball game now. He just played a 3 overtime JV game, and he's got the ball. He didn't need to warm up. 3 on the way, good. Davis better check his fingers. as he puts Skyview up by 11, 24-13 with 6:48 to play in the second quarter. Timeout, Green Canyon. Coach Brown wants to talk about it a little bit. Hey, you planning on doing some car shopping? You know, I've been talking to people and they're thinking about cars and houses. The Fed's talking about raising interest rates, right? That means they might be raising interest rates on car loans and everything else, so now might be a good time to go looking. And I know you don't like to, right? None of us like to go car shopping, but you know a great place to go car shopping? They have great inventory, but the way they treat you as well is Rich's Cars and Credits. Stress-free shopping is their mission. You don't have to try to do it all undercover and be the car shopping ninja. They've got almost 100 cars in their inventory. You can finance from your credit union through them. Rich's Cars and Credit, one of our Game of the Week sponsors. Green Canyon, after the timeout, trying to get back on track. They've been stuck at 13 for a while. Three on the way. Who else? Mon. Mon has 8. 2 3-pointers. And he makes it an 8-point ball game. 24-16 Skyview. Davis has been hot for the Bobcats. Look down low and looking at the basket is Tatum Merrill. He doesn't watch it into his hands. He was all alone and he knew it. The football equivalent is when you're out behind the defense and all you have to do is catch the ball. And you're going to walk in for the end zone, and how many times you see the guy drop it. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first half. On the cut through is Smith. Put it up on the little hook over his head. And Smith has 5 points. 6-point lead for Skyview. Baseline jumper is good by Rigby. Brooks Rigby, the 6'4 junior, smooth. 3. Here's a charge down low. They call it on Merrill. That's his second. And that's a turnover. Now my stats are unofficial, right? Because it's me scratching them out on the stat sheet. I've only got both teams for 2 turnovers apiece, so both teams taking care of the ball. That was Skyview's second. 26-21. Skyview on a, what is it, a 7-0 run? An 8-0 run. Actually, it's 8-2 run because Skyview, Green Canyon's on that run. Skyview hit a shot. Here's Anderson. Rigby hit that shot from the baseline. That's the only shot in this sequence that's going on here for the last couple of minutes for Skyview. That time, Green Canyon misses. Now they come up with the turnover. Mon loses control, gets it back. Smith drives left side, lay it up too hard, rebounded by Rigby. Ahead to Davis. He's already hit one of those, misses this one bad. Day saves it back in bounds to Anderson. Here comes Smith. Smith finds Ty. Ty misses. I mean, Ty was at full speed. He came up and under the basket and he just missed it. No English on that basketball as it got up on the backboard. Logan Deal underneath. And he connects. His first points of the second quarter, he has 7. And it's a 28-21 lead for Skyview as we're under 4 minutes to play now in the half. Anderson turns the corner into traffic, won't go, but he's fouled. 2 shots coming for the sophomore. They're going to call it on Logan Deal. That's his first. 16 fouls on Skyview. And Anderson will go to the line. These are free throws 3 and 4 for Green Canyon. Skyview shot 6 free throws in the first quarter. They haven't shot any here in this second quarter. And Anderson misses the first. Elston will replace Day. Howell comes in and Terrell sits. And the free throw no good. Both of them missed by Anderson. So it stays a 7-point deficit for Green Canyon. Skyview is led by as many as 11. Davis, 3 on the way. Got it. I've got Davis for 13. 3 3-pointers. And it's a 10-point lead for Skyview. Mon pulls up with one of his own. This one no good. Rebound to the Bobcats. Howell across the timeline, underneath the deal, who was waiting for it. Has it knocked away by Anderson, so he has to kick it out front. Howell's 3 on the way. Good! Skyview dropping bombs from the outside. 3 3-pointers in this second quarter, and they lead 34-21 with 3:09 to play in the first half. Timeout, Green Canyon. They had cut it down to 6, and now it's back up to 13. The Logo Shop is one of our game sponsors. Do you have your own business, or are you in charge of maybe awards and recognition for the business that you work for? You need to see the Logo Shop. They've got great awards and recognition items like headphones, tumblers and bottles, USBs and pens, clothes, hats. And they've got name brand items by Nike, Adidas, Callaway, even Ghirardelli, chocolate that you can logo. Isn't that great? Logo Shop, it's in their name. We logo stuff, all kinds of stuff since 1990. That's the Logo Shop, one of our Game of the Week sponsors. So Skyview with that 13-point lead, and the Wolves trying to break a little bit of a drought here. They had cut it down to 5 at 26-21. Now they turn it over. Now let's see if they call a jump ball. They do, and it is Skyview ball. That's turnover. That's a turnover. We're going the other way. Everything going the Bobcats' way right now.
Checking back in, number 33, Dallas Day.
Dallas Day comes back in for Green Canyon. Coach Brown looking for something that'll work. Really what's going on right now is it's gone like this. Skyview's hitting their shots and Green Canyon isn't. It's gone back and forth like that. They're taking turns, which team hits and which team's not. Here's a foul on the baseline. Smith drives in. He kicks it out to Mon, and the foul, the blocking foul, is going to be called on Alder. That's his first. That's the 7th team foul, so free throws the rest of the way for Green Canyon. 5 fouls on Green Canyon.
Foul is called on number 4. Brandon Alder is first.
So Smith will get a chance to put some points up with the clock stopped.
45, Brooks Rigby hits first. Brady Smith at the line shooting 1-1.
They changed that foul and gave it to Rigby. I didn't think Rigby was in the game. Smith hits the first.
First free throw.
That's Rigby's first foul. Smith hits them both. 7 points in the quarter, 10 on the half, and it's an 11-point Skyview lead. 34-23, 2:15 to play in the half. 3 on the way by Alder. Rims around and out, rebounded by Ty. Gives it to Smith, now to Anderson. Anderson works against Deal. Kicks it out to Mon. Quick 3 on the way. Got it! I mean, that kid is in a zone. His third three-pointer. He's got 11. Nice move by Deal. And then Day comes over to swat it out. And that was a nice quick spin baseline. Day recovers and comes over and denies it. 34-26, Skyview, 1:48 to play in the quarter. We're in the second quarter. Deal down low. Nothing Day could do about it there as they pinned him. 9 for Logan Deal. Here's Mon kicking it back out to Anderson. And that drive and kick, Anderson with a little scoop shot won't go, and it's knocked out of bounds by Anderson. He reached back to try to grab his own rebound, and he thought it was tapped off of his hand by one of the Bobcats, and the official was 6 feet away. He said, no, we're going the other way. 4 turnovers for Green Canyon. Alder, little teardrop. And Alder with 7. Smith all the way to the bucket. 12 for Smith. Under a minute to play in this first half. 10-point Skyview lead. They've led by as many as 13. Green Canyon led in the early going, and Logan Deal slips and falls. His laces were undone. I think he set the screen as he turned to roll. His laces got stepped on either by him or the defender, and down he went, and the ball goes out of bounds. 5th turnover for the Bobcats, and Green Canyon with a chance to cut into the lead, get it into the single digits before the half maybe. Hand off to Mon. Now it ends up back with Smith. 3 on the way by Day. It won't go. Rebounded by Howell. He climbed the ladder. 25 seconds to play in the half. And the Bobcats looking to add to their lead. Alder, 3 on the way. Won't go. Rebound, Tanner Ty. Nine seconds. Ty looking for help. Knocked out of bounds. And off of Smith with 2.9 on the clock. Ty picked up his... Smith came and brought his defender with him, and they were over there near the sideline, and then Ty picked up the dribble. And now there's 2 defenders right on top of him, and he couldn't get it away. Carter Davis, 3 short. And we're heading to the locker room. 38-28. Skyview leads Green Canyon at the half on the game of the week.
It's a different kind of outlook to be selfless as opposed to selfish. You become the most happy whenever you're less worried about yourself than you are somebody else. I want to excel at sports. I want to excel in the classroom. I want to excel in the community. So, I mean, the only way to truly excel is just give it your all. You know, give it your passion, give it your determination, and just do what you can do to make a positive impact.
Whatever Ian does, he does it all the way. Not only because of what he can do athletically, but he is a man of integrity. There have been many times in Ian's life where I think it would have been easy for him to roll over and give up.
Ian's freshman year, his father passed away.
Their dad was a really good person, but struggled with alcohol addiction.
You know, he wasn't a presence in my life, but I always kind of longed for him to be.
I don't think you ever played catch with your dad, never tossed a football around.
He could have easily gone down another path, but he chose not to.
I was determined to be my own person, regardless of who my father was.
And it just speaks volumes about his character and the resilience in him that, you know what, I'm gonna make myself who I wanna be in the future. And he's done that.
I see him both in the classroom, outside of the classroom, and in the community. And Ian is that quiet leader. I think that really epitomizes who Ian is as a person.
He is your prototypical offensive lineman. He knows he's not gonna get the headlines, and he's okay with that.
Whenever the play starts, I'm more concerned about the people behind me. My quarterback's health is obviously the most important thing to me, which reflects how I view life. I want to, give it my all for other people, not just myself.
You don't have to be the center of attention to be a successful cog in the wheel.
This ability to selflessly give and be willing to support, and not for the attention, but because it's the right thing to do, is a lesson all of us can learn.
You can overcome whatever you set your mind to. You just have to not dwell in what's wrong with your life. You just have to strive to be better, be more passionate, be determined, whether it's on the field or off the field.
Why are
we starting to lose our hearing? Is it genetic? Is it environmental? What's happening to us?
There's many things. Genetics can take a part of it. Certain medications, ototoxic drugs, but most of it's just life, living in general. We go to a concert here, we go to a motorcycle rally, we ride a motorcycle, we're exposed to all these loud sounds, loud music, but it all takes a little bit of hearing, a little bit here, a little bit there. We don't notice it. It's so slowly happening and it's painless, and over time just that little bit compounds, and pretty soon we have a significant hearing loss that's affecting our ability to communicate with our loved ones.
If you are experiencing any kind of problem, be you my age or be you younger, why don't you give Dr. Daines a call here at Cache Valley Hearing? Tell us where we are, Dr. Daines, and how they can get hold of you.
We're at 485 North Main Street in Logan, and you can just give us a call at 435-753-4327 or at 753-HEAR here.
Okay, well that's a good, that's very apt. Yeah, I should say so. Any kind of hearing loss, and literally, please don't let this feeling of embarrassment or it not being manly or cool, that's a bit dim. You shouldn't be embarrassed about something that is a natural aging process.
It's actually more noticeable when you don't hear and have to have people repeat themselves.
That's true. And extremely irritating for those around you that are having to repeat it time and time again. Thanks so much, Dr. Daines. And seriously, guys, give Dr. Daines a call. Your hearing problems will be solved. Thanks, Dr. Daines.
Many of you know that I grew up playing high school sports, and it was a big part of my life. We go to school and we learn about math and science and reading and all those things, and for me, the extracurricular activities helped me to focus myself and do well in those as well. I played high school football and basketball back at Logan High School, late 80s. I graduated in 90. Many of you may know that that happens to be the 2 years that Logan High School took state in football my junior and senior year. And I remember back when I was a junior, our first 2 games at the fall of 1988, we actually lost, one to Box Elder and one to Roy, both in very close games. And I remember we walked off the field that day, we were 0-2, and as a team we were facing a great deal of adversity. And high school sports was probably one of my first opportunities to deal with adversity and realize that life didn't end because we lost a couple of games. And I remember someone in the locker room talking about how does 11-2 sound? And as a team, we kind of rallied around the idea that we could still be 11-2 and still win the state championship and get past those early setbacks. Expectations that year were extremely high. Both the senior class and our junior class had gone undefeated as freshmen. The expectation was that we were going to win a lot of games and win state. When we lost those first 2, it felt like things weren't coming together the way they needed to. But it was nice to see that the guys on the team rally together, battle through the adversity, and kind of find a common goal to start winning games. And by the end of that season, we were 11-2. Obviously, we won the region, we won the state championship, and by the end of the year, I think the state championship score was 44-12. So as a team, we grew together, and we really became, I know it's kind of cliche, but we became a band of brothers where we fought for each other and realized that we could overcome anything that came our way. As I look at some of the high school sporting challenges that I had, I realize how it's helped me in business today. Every day, maybe not every day, but frequently in our business, we'll have some things that maybe don't go our way. And I think high school sports helped me to realize that, that the day doesn't end there. You have to kind of work through things and overcome those things. And when you get through those things, you become a better person, and you realize that you can learn and grow from adversity and not let it be something that overcomes you and turns you negative, but it can turn into a positive. I learned to play in a team game, that together we could play as teammates, and we could build and grow together. And realized that I relied on other people to help me get tasks done. And as I've obviously in business, I rely on people on our team to get their job done to accomplish a common goal. And so I think the high school sports and playing on team sports helped me to grow and learn how to be a good teammate and how to be a supportive teammate, help my teammates grow as well as we battle through. So I'm a big fan of high school sports. I've always loved the character that they can build. I like how, there's at times you feel like you want to quit or you don't want to move forward. And high school sports helps you to realize that you can continue to move forward and not quit. And even though the chips are down, you continue to battle and you continue to build and you continue to grow on what you've done in the past and look for brighter days ahead, even when things may be challenging. This is why here at Rich's Cars and Credit, we support high school sports.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Rich's Cars and Credit, good guys you can trust. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music, music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station, for over 30 years. We're back at Skyview High School, 38-28. Skyview leading Green Canyon as we get set to start the second half. Eric Olson along with you. Hope you enjoyed that first half. Skyview with their starters really did most of the trick there. 13 points for Davis, 9 points for Deal, Howell for 7, and Alder for 7. Their only bench player to score was Rigby. He had a bucket in the second quarter, 2 points. For Green Canyon, they only had 3 players score. They need some help. 11 points for Mon, 12 for Brady Smith, and 5 for Jared Anderson. Nobody else scored for Green Canyon. So the Wolves need to kind of get some help from some other cast members. And Skyview needs to just keep it up. Skyview went on a big run to end that second quarter and get out front. They led by as many as 13 in that first half after trailing early. Smith gets inside, gets that extra step on Davis and puts it up and in. Smith with 14, and he trims the lead to single digits now. As the Bobcats, with their first possession of the second half, they look to Logan Deal. He's got good position, but Day gets up there and gets a piece of it. That's the second time he's been able to send one away that Deal has slung up toward the basket, and Day sent it the other direction. Three on the way, good. Alder started the game with a 3, and he starts the second half with a 3. He's got 10. 2 players in double figures now for Skyview, and 1 with 9. Back out to an 11-point advantage for the Bobcats. Mon was hot in that first half as he drives baseline, kicks in the corner to Anderson. He walked. He had to lean out to catch that pass, and he kind of hopped and dragged his back foot, his pivot foot. And Stewart replaces him. Coach Brown has a little bit of a talk with him. 6 turnovers now for Green Canyon. Skyview with 5 of their own. 41-30 with 6.5 to play in this third quarter. Skyview on top. Alders hit 1 3 in this quarter already. Now he turns it over. He dribbled it off of the defender's foot. Ty kicks it out to Stewart. Stewart throws it away. It was knocked down by Alder, but then it bounced off the hand of Smith and out of bounds. So 2 turnovers here for Green Canyon in the first minute 34 of this second half, and they trail 41-30. Deal underneath, puts it up, no good. He was too far under the basket. Couldn't get the nice roll off of the backboard, and Day gets the defender off of his feet, drives all the way in for his first bucket of the game. Myers gets in trouble, out to Davis, got it! Davis has been a sniper tonight. That's 4 3-pointers. 3 on the way on the other side by Anderson. Anderson with his second triple of the night. He has 8 points. Davis has 16. Here's Howell, his shot good. As now we're trading buckets. Howell with 9. Smith kicks it to the corner to Ty. Ty up, under, in. Tanner Ty with his first bucket. So we're getting some scoring from some other players for Green Canyon. It's 46-37, a 9-point lead for Skyview. And Smith gets the foul called. That's his second. And the first team foul on either team. There's 5 minutes to play in the quarter. Deal hands it back off to Howell, turns and connects. Easy shot. He's hit 2 in a row right from the same spot. And Howell now in double figures with 11. Timeout, Green Canyon. Maybe it was Skyview. Nope, Skyview wanted the timeout after the shot. KSM Music is one of our sponsors. They're a full-service music store. You like to jam? Are you a talented person, a talented musician? I'm jealous of you, by the way. If you like to jam, you can go in there. They have open mic jams for customers in their store at KSM. They offer lessons, band, and orchestra rentals. One of their things with that is first month free. They got punch cards, so $35 worth of purchases get you a punch on that card. That's pretty awesome. KSM doesn't mess around with anything that doesn't have to do with music. It's right in their name, KSM. Music is all we do. KSM Music, one of our game sponsors. 48-37, Green Canyon trailing, but they have the ball, and Brady Smith keeping it going for the Wolves. He's got 16. Green Canyon trails by 9. Davis answers on the other end. Same play. Davis with 18. Anderson back to Mon. Mon falling down, puts it up, misses. Here comes Deal. Davis. Myers, 3 on the way. Boom! Myers with his first bucket. It's a 53-39 lead for Skyview, and Davis with the foul. Carter Davis with his second, first team foul on Skyview. 4:07 to play in the third quarter. And Skyview has opened up a 14-point lead. 3 3-pointers here in this third quarter for the Bobcats. They're bombing away. Smith leaves it a little short, chases down the rebound, throws it straight to Howell. Howell back to Alder. Down low they go to Deal. He turns. Skip pass. Myers steps inside, back to Deal, put it up and in, and a foul before the shot. They're going to call a foul on the drive.
Foul called on number 0, Jared Anderson, his second.
Anderson picks up his second.
For the Wolves, number 44, Benjamin Elston.
Elston replaces
Dallas Day.
Dallas Day. Day, only one bucket, but he's played pretty well defensively against Deal.
Laker Ward also checking in for the Wolves.
Deal with 9 points in that first half. Hasn't scored here yet in this third quarter. They're looking for him, and they turn it over. He came through, and they gave it to him, and he wasn't quite ready for it as he had to fight his way through traffic. So it ends up being a turnover. Ty looks for a cutter. Nobody's there. Now he tries to put it in there to Smith. Talk about threading a needle. Smith kicks it back out to Ward. Ward against Davis, and Davis picks up the foul.
Foul is called on number 5, Connor Davis, his third.
Davis his third, so that's one to watch. Davis has 18 points.
Number 1, Laker Ward.
He's played well. He's long defensively, and he's going to have to sit down with 3 fouls and 3:14 to play in the third quarter. Stewart's getting ready to come in for Green Canyon. And Terrell and Rigby at the scorer's table for Skyview. Mon will sit for Green Canyon. Myers and Davis take a seat for Skyview. Laker Ward hits both free throws. So only 3 Green Canyon players scored in the first half, and here in this second half, 3 guys that didn't score in that first half have scored. Rigby kissing it off the glass. He's got 4 points. 55-41, stays a 14-point deficit. Stewart and 1 as he goes to work against Alder.
Stewart scores 2. Foul is called on number 4, Brayden Alder, his first. Stewart at the line shooting 1.
Green Canyon 3 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half. And they're 2 out of 3 here in this second half. The ball goes out of bounds off of Green Canyon. So 5 of 9 from the line for Green Canyon on this game. Skyview shot 6 free throws in the first quarter. They haven't been to the line since. But they still have a 12-point lead. Boy, swooping in there was Rigby. He looked like he wanted to try to dunk that. Didn't get up there, and they call a late foul, and Green Canyon all turns and looks at him, and they're wondering. And that may be why he couldn't get up with the ball, because Tanner Ty had reached in and got a piece of his arm. Rigby hits the first. Brooks Rigby averaging 2.5 points and a rebound per game. He's got 5 points. Anderson back in, and Stewart takes a seat. Both free throws good for Rigby. He's got 6. 57-43. Skyview leads Green Canyon, 2.5 to play in the third. Skyview's blown it open here in this third quarter. Green Canyon get a couple of buckets, but then they can't get stops. Here's Smith. 3 short. Came off the screen, had a good look straight away, and he shot an air ball. Alder down low to Deal. Deal turns and looks. Underneath, sneaking in from the backside is Terrell, and it won't go. And he'll go to the line for 2. Anderson just picked up his third. Anderson averages 12 points per game. He's got 8 in this one. He had 5 in the first half. Terrell makes the free throw. Day and Mon replace Anderson and Ty. Coach Brown's just trying to find a combination that'll click. Smith with the board off the miss, and then he throws it ahead. Too tall for Mon. And that's turnover number 9 for Green Canyon. Trying to get ahead of the defense before Skyview can set up their defense. Skyview defensively has been giving them some problems. Got a couple of other region scores since we have a little bit of a break. We can talk about those. Rigby, free throw line jumper, good. Brooks Rigby off the bench with 8 points. Averages 2.5 per game. Having himself a ball game. Day, drive and kick. Smith. Now Elston. Mon going to work. Stops, spins, blocked by Terrell. Approaching 1 minute to play in the third quarter. It's been all Skyview here in this third quarter. Smith with the rebound off the miss. Green Canyon looking for a shot. Skyview doing a good job of recovering. Mon drives in, kicks it out to Elston. Smith working against Howell, and Howell whistled for the foul. Howell picks up his second. That's 4 team fouls on each team now, with 40.7 to play, a 17-point lead for Skyview. And Smith will go to the line. Green Canyon scored 15 points in this quarter. The problem is Skyview scored 22. Highest scoring quarter for Skyview in this game, and with that free throw by Smith, the highest scoring quarter of the game for Green Canyon. Bear River hits a game winner with less than 18 seconds to play in the game. They beat Mountain Crest 37-36. As the second free throw is no good. Ridgeline beats Logan 64-51. All those games final because we started this one late. Charge. Deal leaned back, and he felt the defense there. And then when he leaned back again, the defender took a seat, and they call the charge. 9 turnovers on Skyview, 2 fouls now on Deal. Started this game late because of a 3 overtime JV game. Skyview ended up winning. Mon, straightaway 3, high arch shot won't go. Here's the rebound by Terrell. He throws it ahead to Davis, who's been sitting with 3 fouls. Rigby won't go, put back in by Terrell. Terrell averages 2 points a game. He's got 3. Shot goes. Smith will go to the line. Wow. With 1.2 on the third quarter clock, Rigby picks up his second. Smith with 7 on the quarter, 19 on the game. Looking for 20. And he's got 20. 15-point lead, though, for Skyview. Smith will take a rest. 1.2 seconds to play in the third quarter. Deal runs the baseline. Rigby chucks it up, and it's not even close. 62-47 our score as we head to the fourth quarter. Skyview leads Green Canyon on the game of the week. Custom Fence is the place to go if you've got a fence job that needs to be done. They've done lots of huge commercial projects. You can schedule your free estimate online. They do residential, commercial, and specialty. Almost 60 years of experience. They've put up 25,000 plus fences. So if you're looking for fence supplies, get a fence built, there's really nobody else to call but the good folks at Custom Fence. Custom Fence, one of our game sponsors. Hoo-Hawed, another one of those game sponsors over there at 660 South Main. How do you hoo-hawed? You like lots of meat? You more vegetarian type? Are you gluten-free? Are you on that low-carb diet? You decide how to hoo-hawed. They've got it all there for you. You put it all together how you want it, and you can eat as much as you want at Hoo-Hawed. Skyview outscores Green Canyon 24-19 in that third quarter to open up the lead. They led by 10. At the half, now they lead by 15. 20 points for Smith to lead all scores. 18 for Carter Davis. He had to sit a good chunk of that third quarter with 3 fouls. Davis is standing there midcourt. I don't know if you could see him. He and Mon were having a chat. They're looking at something down on the floor. Something ended up out on the floor. They threw it back in, and it is a packed house here tonight. And the home fans have liked what they've seen. Here's a guy right there that played big in the JV game, Kendrick Terrell. And he hits a bucket there to extend that lead. He's got 5 points here in the varsity game. 3 on the other end. Oh boy, they call the offensive foul. Wow. They call it on Terrell, his first. Coach Hilliard's got good minutes out of 14 tonight. It's a 14-point lead for Skyview. Here's Anderson, who had to spend some time on the pine because of foul trouble there in the third. And he's got 8 points. See if they can get him going. Mon turns the corner to the rim. Won't go, but he'll go to the free throw line. Terrell picks up his second. And Skyview now at 18 fouls. Free throws the rest of the way for Green Canyon. Only 4 fouls on Green Canyon. Smith set to check back in as Mon has 15 points with that free throw. Deal will sit down for Skyview. Ward and Elston sit. As Ty and Day come back in. Mon hits them both. 16 for Mon. It's a 12-point game. With 17 just a few minutes ago. Howell loses it. Mon dives at it, but Howell gets it back. And now I've got a timeout. With some fans up above the basket. Are they dropping things down on the floor? The officials and the principal are telling them to move. Yeah, they dropped a drink down on the floor. And the crowd's letting them have it. There's some kids up there. You can see them right there. They're up there watching the game, and one of them dropped a drink. I'm gonna check that out. Make sure they got it all.
Logan Regional Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and the Skyview Athletic Trainer Curtis Kazir are proud.
Now they're gonna get him back playing again. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology is one of our game sponsors. Paul Danes is a board-certified audiologist, and choosing a hearing pro is a huge decision. It's not like getting contacts fitted, right? Hearing aids aren't prescribed like contacts or glasses. You have to have the right recommendation, the right fit. That depends on a professional, and Paul Danes at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology is just the professional to take care of you. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, one of our Game of the Week sponsors. Howell has to go up and get that one. Brings it down, and Skyview with 7 minutes to play, nursing a lead. It's a 12-point lead, but Green Canyon's really turned up the pressure. Howell with the Euro step, won't go. Rebound, fought for. Here's Smith. Has Ty out ahead. Ty, lay it up, miss it. Mon there to try to clean up, and a foul called. Free throws coming.
Foul's called on number 11, Josh Myers, his second.
Myers picks up his second. And that's going to send Mon to the free throw line. Mon's got 16. Now 17. One more coming from Mon. He did not score in that third quarter. Mon with one more, he can make it a 10-point ball game. And he misses the second. So the lead is 11 for Skyview. Green Canyon started this fourth quarter with a 6-2 advantage. Ball goes out of bounds off of Deal. He turned in on Day. Day tried to pull the chair out from under him, and Deal was leaning on him, and he went down, and the ball rolled off of Deal's leg and out of bounds. The home crowd doesn't like that call. It's turnover number 9. Thought it should be some sort of whistle, and the only whistle was for the ball went out of bounds. Here's Mon. They're going to call an offensive foul. Smith on the illegal screen on the other end. Smith with his third. 6:14 to play in an 11-point ball game. Skyview with the lead. And there's a turnover for Green Canyon, their 10th. 5 in each half for Green Canyon. It's an opportunity blown for the Wolves right there to cut it back into single digits. Instead, they turn it over. Let's see if Skyview can restore some order here. Myers fakes the three, steps inside the Deal. Day knocks it away from him. Howell, step back, fade away, won't go. Tough shot. And Smith grabs the board. Smith all the way to the rim, too hard. Rebounded by Ty. Anderson's three, got it! 11 for Anderson. It's an 8-point ball game. Green Canyon trying to cut into a timeout. Kirk Hilliard and Skyview. Green Canyon was down by 17, and they've got back within 8. 5:23 to play in the ball game. Plenty of time, and things getting uncomfortable for the Bobcats. The Old Grist Mill is one of our longtime game sponsors. Where do you Old Grist Mill? Do you do it at work, on a hike, skiing? When you go to the lake, at the ball game, wherever you go, you can Old Grist Mill. They'll build you a custom sack lunch, the homemade sandwich made to order, drink and a treat on the go. You can't do better than Old Grist Mill, one of our game sponsors. Anderson Seed and Garden, another game sponsor. You know, we're really not that far away from garden season again, right? When's Mother's Day? Mother's Day is May. We're going to be getting things in the ground here in, about not even 4 months, right? About 3 or 4 months. That's not that far. That's not that long. Think back 4 months. We're talking about August, September? Yeah, that doesn't seem like that long ago, does it? Anderson's, if you're wondering what's the right time to do anything, Mark knows the perfect time. Visit their website, andersonseedandgarden.com. Tons of videos and pictures and helpful tips. And you can get all your garden supplies online there and order them at Anderson Seed and Garden. Skyview leads 64-56. Green Canyon making a push. Skyview needs a bucket. Howell runs over one of the Wolves, and Anderson just picked up his 4th foul. He stepped in trying to get the charge, but he was a little late getting over. And Howell is able to draw the foul. Laker Ward's going to come in for Anderson.
Number 1, Laker Ward checking in for the Wolves.
They give to Davis. He tries to give it back. It's taken away by Smith. 10th turnover. Smith to the rim. Lay it up and in. 6-point ball game. 22 for Smith. At midcourt, what do we got? We got a whistle. And we got a foul on Green Canyon. That's on Smith. That's his 4th. He was trying to get the turnover, and instead he fouls Davis. 17-point lead for Skyview is dwindled down now to 6. That makes these free throws a lot tougher for Carter Davis. Calmly sinks the first. Davis with 19. Davis hits them both. 20 for Carter Davis. Back to an 8-point Skyview lead. Kind of stops the bleeding for now. Here's Day. Has to get out of the paint. Finally does. Really close to 3 seconds. Mon turns the corner. Lay it up and in. 19 on Mon, and another foul out at midcourt. I don't know if Green Canyon's trying to draw charges or what, but if you keep sending them. And then they've been able to pick up a couple of charges. They've called some charges tonight, but yeah, no. Howell will go to the line for 1 and 1. Only one field goal for Skyview in this 4th quarter. They lead by 6. And Howell connects. They've had free throw troubles lately. 9 of 17 in that loss to Mountain Crest, including missing the front end of a 1 and 1 that would have put them up by 3 if they hit them both. Howell calmly sinks them both. 4 for 4 from the line in the 4th quarter for Skyview. They lead again by 8. But Green Canyon making a big push. They trailed 60-43 at one point. A 17-8 run. Mon, 3 from the corner, short rebound by Terrell. A bucket here might break the back of the Wolves. Terrell misses it. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Staying here. Dallas Day can't believe it. Laker Ward is going to check in for Anderson. Smith has to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. And he's guarding Davis, man. I'd go right at Smith. Howell turns the corner. Kicks it to the corner of Myers. Davis, 3. Won't go. Rebound fought for. Grabbed by Tanner Ty. Ty across the timeline. Mon looking at a 3. Likes what he sees. Barely moves the rim. Barely moves the net, I should say. Timeout. 5-point ball game in Smithfield. 68-63. 3:32 to play, and Green Canyon making a run. Boy, this one's going late. It started late. I'm going to be hungry, and you know, I pass all sorts of places on the way home. I'm always trying to decide where to go eat. So many good eating establishments here in Cache Valley, and you got the locals. Then you have the locally owned and operated. Wendy's is one of those. Wendy's has that big bacon cheddar cheeseburger. They've got the big bacon cheddar chicken. And is there such thing as too much cheese? I know there's not a such thing as too much bacon. I don't think there's a such thing as too much cheese either, and I think both of those sandwiches prove it. And you know what? Try their breakfast sandwiches too, right? There's lots of choices for breakfast sandwiches and breakfast food. Those Wendy's breakfast sandwiches are a little bit different. They're good stuff. Wendy's, one of our game sponsors. Longtime game sponsor of the game of the week. All right, we're back at it. It looked like it was going to be a blowout. It's turned into a ball game. 68-63 Skyview. They led by as many as 17. Green Canyon's cut it to 5. Only one field goal in this fourth quarter for Skyview. Four free throws, one field goal. Deal kicks it out to Myers. Can he do it? No. Smith pulls it down, head down to the hoop, and one! .24 for Smith. He can make it a 2-point ball game. Oh my goodness. Howell picks up his third. Smith's been doing that. He's got the quick outlet pass, or he's got the rebound. He's just turning and running. And he hits the free throw. He's got 25. Davis has to call timeout. He dropped the ball. Coach Brown thought he should have a turnover because he dropped the ball to call timeout. And he is fired up at his team and the comeback that they've made. It's 68-66. It was 62-47 at the quarter break. 19 points for Green Canyon in this, a 19-6 fourth quarter so far for Green Canyon. Unbelievable. Aspen Dental, one of our game sponsors. They do general dentistry, cosmetic. They do implants and orthodontics. They do it all, and they do it in a place that feels like home and try to put you at ease. Aspen Dental, one of our game sponsors. 3:08 to play. Still lots of time in this ballgame. It's a 2-point game. Here's a near steal. This one goes out of bounds off of Howell. Oh my gosh. Mon nearly stole it from Howell, and as it was going out of bounds, he threw it back in and it went off of Howell's feet and out of bounds. So it ends up being a steal, a turnover, more than a steal, and that's 11 turnovers for Skyview. Green Canyon with a chance to tie or take the lead, and the Green Canyon student body on the far side is out of their minds. Smith with 25, he's got the ball. Well, they run some motion with just under 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Loads of time. Smith, pull up, short, ball free on the floor. Deal comes up with it, they call jump ball, it stays here. That was a quick whistle for a jump ball. So it stays here, and the arrow will go over to Skyview after the inbounds. So Skyview will have the arrow coming down the stretch. Tanner Ty gives it off to Anderson. 2:40 to play. 2-point lead for Skyview. Air ball. Day with the rebound. Day calling for the ball. He was wide open. They don't find him. He can shoot the three. Anderson to Mon. Yeah, they get out on him. He's the three-point sniper. Anderson, three. Green Canyon takes the lead. Howell, hard to the rim, and one. Green Canyon takes the lead. Hayden Howell says, "Give me that back." And he takes it from him. 70-69, Skyview. And Howell at the free throw line. Howell with 15, right at his season average. Green Canyon climbed all the way back from 17 down to take the lead, and now Howell puts Skyview back up by a bucket. Under 2 minutes to play. He had a 3 overtime thriller in the JV game. Is this one going to go extra? Smith, nothing there. Nice defense. Day loses control, gets it back. Here's Mon. Mon gets a step all the way in with the Euro step. Blocking foul called. As he tried to Euro step between two defenders, Deal went to the floor. They call the foul on him. That's his third, 10 team fouls. So 2 free throws the rest of the way for both teams because Green Canyon has 9 team fouls. Mon with a chance to tie it up. Hits the first. .23 for Mon. He's got 12 in the fourth quarter. He misses the second. So it's a 1-point Skyview lead. 1.5 minutes to play. See if Skyview takes some of the air out of the ball. I talked to Coach Hilliard about the new shot clock next year. He said it'll make us have to do different things at the end of quarters. But they don't waste any time getting it into Deal, and he gets the bucket. His first point of the second half, he's got 11. It's a 3-point lead for Skyview. 1:10 to play in the ball game. Smith shaking, baking, scoring. .27 for Smith. 73-72. Ball almost goes out of bounds, and it's taken away. Anderson, layup, lead, and one. Skyview commits their 12th turnover of the ball game, their 6th and 7th of the second half. Anderson all the way in for the layup and one. And I did not see who they called the foul on. There's a chance to give Green Canyon a 2-point lead. Wow. Anderson hits. 9 points in this fourth quarter for Anderson. 17 for the game. 2-point lead for Green Canyon. Can Skyview get it back? Ball out of bounds, kicked. .28 points for Green Canyon in this fourth quarter. Timeout, Skyview. 28 points for Green Canyon. They've outscored Skyview 28-11 in this wild, wild fourth quarter. Wow. Now, Coach told me before the game, he said, you know what? This is Coach Hilliard for Skyview. He said, Green Canyon's playing well. They are shooting the ball well. We got to try and contain Smith and Anderson. Smith's gone for 27. Anderson for 17. And they've both gone off here in this second half. And you know who really has gone off in this fourth quarter? It's Spencer Mon. 3, 6, 9, 12 points. 12 of his 23 points in the fourth quarter for Mon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers for Mon on the game. Smith's only hit 1 3-pointer on his way to 27. 1, 2, 3, 4 3-pointers for Anderson. 2 here in the fourth. 4 3-pointers in the fourth for Green Canyon. They lead 75-73 with 35 seconds to play. Here we go. Howell is bumped. No foul. Mon's got it, and he backs it out. Skyview's going to have to foul. Mon, layup. Now it's a 4-point lead with 12 seconds left. Myers turns it over. Green Canyon's going to get this one. Oh my goodness. $25 for Mon, 27 for Smith, 17 for Anderson. And a 30-point fourth quarter. And Green Canyon leads 77-73. They trailed 62-47 at the quarter. 8 minutes ago. These are not 12-minute quarters, these are 8-minute quarters. What an amazing night at Skyview, a 3-overtime JV game. And now this. Wow. And for Skyview, they're on their way to their 3rd loss in a row. And they had this one wrapped up, and Green Canyon just caught fire. So take a look at the RPI. Snow Canyon, Dixie, Skyview, Ridgeline, and Hurricane are your top 5. Crimson Cliffs, Green Canyon, Cedar, Pineview, and Desert Hills. Your next 5, then Bear River, Logan, and Mountain Crest. The top 3 get a bye, so if the playoffs were to start today, Skyview would get a bye. The top 6 get a first-round home game. So that means that after those byes, Ridgeline would be hosting Mountain Crest, Green Canyon would be hosting Desert Hills. That's if the playoffs started today, but they don't. And we'll see what this one does to the RPI. It probably will help Green Canyon more than it hurts Skyview. And now are they going to call a tee? They just teed up Kirk Hilliard. They just teed up Skyview coach Hilliard. He spent a good chunk of that time out chewing on one of those refs, and finally, it's the official on this near side here. Finally, he turned to him and teed him up. So Smith will go to the line looking for 30 points. Well, he can get to 29, I guess. Hits it. Hit them both. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 points here in this second half. Well, I've got him for 31 if he's got 19 in the second half. They can't foul him. They finally catch him. And Green Canyon is going to come into Skyview, and they're going to steal a win from the Bobcats. And they're going to move into sole possession of second place in Region 11, right behind Ridgeline, who won again tonight. Ridgeline 5-1. Skyview will drop to 3-3. Green Canyon will be 4-2. As Smith has 32. Logan dropped to 2-4. Mountain Crest 2-4, and Bear River improves to 2-4. And Green Canyon calls timeout. And the Green Canyon student body all in black. Up above the benches there, you can see them at the top. They've been losing their minds this entire fourth quarter, as they came back from a 15-point deficit, and now they lead by 7. Outscoring Skyview by 22 so far in this fourth quarter. There's only a few seconds left. Green Canyon they caught fire. They got to the line a ton. Skyview with only 3 field goals. They're 5 for 5 from the line. Green Canyon 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 free throws here in this fourth quarter, and one more coming for Smith. I have Smith for 33 points if he hits this next one. I've got him for 32 right now. .32 for Smith. 5 seconds. Davis, who's had a great game, will go to the line, has it knocked away, no foul, and that's it. Green Canyon celebrates on Skyview's floor. Trailing by 15 entering the fourth quarter, they win by 8. And the Wolves will go home happy tonight. 81-73 our final. We hope you've enjoyed the game of the week. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel. The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Rich's Cars and Credit, good guys you can trust. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music, music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.